First niggas gotta find me. What's 50 grand to a motherfucker like me? Can you please remind me? Fall so hard, this shit crazy. Y'all don't know that, don't shit.
Hi, okay, so I know I skipped Thursday and Friday of last week, so I'll catch you guys up. We had some more book work to do on Thursday, which we don't normally have to do, but because we missed Monday, we did, so I'll just go over briefly what the extra book work we did was. The color test wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, even though color's a lot of information. The information we needed to know for the test, unfortunately, isn't a lot of the information that you need to know in real life. So, let's see if I can find where we're at, because this chapter really skipped around a lot, so we did a lot of skipping around as well. So let's see. I know we missed on the scalp and off the scalp lighteners, and also the forms of permanent color, I believe. Okay, so forms of permanent color. There's liquid, cream, and gel. Liquid's thin. It's applied with a bottle. It contains more ammonia and less conditioning agents. Cream is mixed with cream developers, applied with bowl and brush, and has conditioning agents. And gel is between a liquid and a cream. It's less conditioning abilities than a cream. Okay, and then the on the scalp lightener. It's used in double processing, and it can be in oil or cream form. And then off the scalp is bleach powder, and it can burn or cause blisters on the scalp. And you can paint with it. So if you're going to paint like streaks into someone's hair, you can use that. Off the scalp comes in a powder form, and it's just easier to manipulate, but it's more like you don't want it on your scalp because of like you're applying bleach directly to your scalp, and as it says, it can burn or cause blisters. So those are things that we had to catch up with from the other days, and then we went into color with categories. So temporary lasts from shampoo to shampoo. The function deposit colors only, and the application method is applied from roots to ends at shampoo bowl. Semi-permanent is 4 to 6 weeks. It deposits color, adds shine, cannot lighten. Applied base to ends can use heat. Base to ends is means like roots to ends, and or mid-strand to ends would be like here, or wherever like you don't want to touch the root area. Okay, so then we have oxidative colors, which are demi-permanent and permanent. Demi-permanent lasts 6 to 8 weeks. Deposits color, usually doesn't lighten. It's a base to ends. Usually darker results can be applied to regrowth. Yeah, usually achieves the darker result, and it can be applied to regrowth. Permanent, which is also known as single process tints. Permanent color is permanent, but the regrowth will start to show in 3 to 6 weeks. The function is that it lightens and deposits. Base to ends for darker results, mid-strand to ends for lighter results. So base to ends, darker results, mid-strand to ends, lighter results, or applied to just the regrowth. Lighteners, on the scalp, oil or cream. It's permanent until regrowth comes back in, which is 3 to 6 weeks. It lightens existing hair color, and it can be applied mid-strand to end, or base to ends, or just the base. So just the roots or the regrowth. Off the scalp, keep slightly away from scalp. It's permanent. The results can last 12 to 16 weeks. Like with the regrowth coming in, it lightens the existing color. You can do it with special effects like painting on the surface, like we talked about, and highlighting. It can be used just on the base as well. So that's all the information that we did last week on color. Well, that's what we did on Thursday. And I said I'd show you guys highlighting application. I'm not going to right now, plus I don't want to use aluminum foil. You're not supposed to. Well, you're not supposed to use like Reynolds wrap for it. But the basic idea is you take a section, that's like a ½ inch section, and you just kind of slice it so you can see a transparent line of hair. So we have the tail comb to do this. Highlighting comb, it's actually, instead of the tail comb, it should be the metal, one with the metal on the end. So then you slice really close to the parting that you've created, and so you kind of have this is probably even too much hair, kind of a transparent section of hair. Then what you do is you turn the hair, you slide the foil underneath, you pinch it with the fingers that are holding the hair, and then you use the tail of your comb to hold it against the scalp. You bend the top of the foil and place the hair on top of it, and you slide the base of the comb out. Still holding the comb, you pick up product on your brush, and you start to paint it down, and you can put your hand underneath it to keep it level and stuff like that. And then you fold up the foil, and that's a foil highlight. So we've only done the slicing method. We haven't done the weaving method yet, so more on that later. If you guys want me to do something more detailed with it, just ask me, but I'm not going to do it right now unless I'm asked. So, okay, so today we started doing new week, new topic, new chapter. The next two weeks are going to be hairstyling, so we started doing hairstyling today. We went over 10.1 only, so I'm guessing we're going to do 10.1, 10.2 this week, and then 10.3 and 10.4 next week. So hairstyling theory is 10.1. Recognize and identify the primary considerations and fundamentals of hairstyling theory. Ooh, boy, does that sound fun. 10.1 encompasses primary hairstyling considerations, hairstyling fundamentals, hairstyling essentials, infection control and safety, and client consultation. So we have hairstyling theory. Hairstyling is the art of dressing and arranging hair to create temporary changes in the form and texture of the finished hairstyle. Primary hairstyling considerations are form, texture, and direction and movement. That's what they are. I'm just remembering them off the top of my head because I couldn't find them in here. Let's see, a round shape in styling is more or less equal length and width in overall style. The rounded or spheroid shape or form is the result of relatively equal volume throughout the design. More width than length evident in the shape form. The style is a result of more volume at the sides. Sometimes the form can appear triangular and is sometimes called oblate. More length than width evident in the shape or form. Volume at the top can create an elongated effect, or this may be due to the length at which the hair falls, may create an oval or prolate effect. We have different textures. So if we want to look at these pictures, if you can see them here, this would be a wave, this is a crimp, and that's spiral curl. Let's see. Direction. Directional emphasis of every hairstyle you create is important. The hair can be directed toward or away from the face. It can be directed back in one area and forward in another. Long hairstyling, the placement of volume can create vertical or horizontal directional emphasis. And then there's movement, which is closely related to direction and goes into parallel lines, radial lines, and whether or not the motions are clockwise or counterclockwise. So these are like the little pictures that we have here. I think I'm going to go back to using the study guide one because I don't feel like going over everything since we don't do everything in class, so I'm not going to do everything here with you guys, even though it might be better off for me. So, yeah. So we have the parallel lines. They're lines that extend from multiple points and travel an equal distance from each other, and radial lines are lines that radiate outward from a single point. And then there's the clockwise and counterclockwise. The formula for success is form plus texture plus direction plus movement equals beautiful hairstyling. Now isn't that nice? Okay. Hairstyling fundamentals. Creating the desired direction and movement combined with various degrees of volume and closeness. Distribution and molding. Comb hair into basic pattern and process, and then molding is the process of combing the hair into desired position. Radial distribution is counterclockwise direction, are used to mold the circular movement. Curved parallel distribution used to create an oblong shape, only curved shape using parallel distribution. All other curved shapes are made using radial distribution.
And that's to go 0 for 82 when I look at you like this shit gravy. Fall so hard, this shit weird. We ain't even pro be here.